Hey everyone, I'm Michael Short. Let's go outdoors. Well, welcome to the second part of our interview with Jeff Dorward from Dorward Outdoor Adventures. Jeff, today we're talking about trail cams. I know that's a big part of what you do, and you've kind of turned it into almost an art form. You've got trail cams all over the place, and I got to imagine you just get a lot of joy out of seeing what is out there, what's happening on the land base.
I do. As you know, Mike, I love being outdoors. When I'm not outdoors, I miss it, and then trail cameras help me see what's happening when I'm not there. It provides me just pure enjoyment of seeing what's out there, whether it's a big, nice whitetail or a doe and fawn that are going by. It's nature, and it's what I love to do.
And they really have changed the way hunters approach hunting during the season, because they provide so much information.
They do. It'll give you temperature, it'll give you time, it tells you moon phases. As we all know, they've adapted to these cellular cameras where you don't even have to go into the bush to pull cards anymore. It shoots it to your phone, and you have solar panels for batteries, and you could leave them out there for months without you leaving a footprint on the ground.
So I guess the $64 question is, has there been a circumstance where you set up a trail cam, you saw the animal that you wanted to hunt, and you were successful in taking the animal? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Did it provide you with that enough information that at least you knew you had the animal that you wanted to hunt in that area?
For sure. Unfortunately for me, that has never happened. The way it works for me, I get lots of great footage on trail camera, but by the time hunting season comes around, they change their patterns. It's a different time of the year. I definitely can recognize animals, and a lot of my friends and people that I talk with are saying, you can't recognize, how do you know that's the same deer? Well, every animal has different characteristics, and they're pretty specific. And although I haven't harvested an animal that I've targeted on trail camera that I have a lot of history with, there's many times in the bush where I have seen those animals, I've recognized them, and I mean, I try to name them just so I can keep them all straight rather than deer 1, deer 2, deer 3, but it's just something I enjoy doing.
Yeah, when you see, I got to imagine that when you see a deer, and in fact you're following one right now that has an amazing growth spurt, that you probably get pretty pumped.
I do. I see them on camera, and as soon as I see them in a different area on a different camera, I recognize them and I get all excited, and I'm like, yeah, there's that one I've been following. And to see them outdoors in late August, September is going to be a real treat for me this year.
When you go about to select a site to set up a camera, what's going through your mind? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a couple different things. I'm looking for trails where they're traveling on a regular basis. I'm looking for where they might go to feed, where they might go to bed, where they might go to drink. So right now that's what the animals are doing. And if I can learn their patterns, I know where to set up once hunting season comes around.
Is it, in terms of how you set the camera to a tree, are there some tricks there? Like obviously you want it pointing towards the trail or down the trail, but is there a height that you're looking for, that type of thing?
For sure. A lot of different things come into play when you're setting up a trail camera. The sun being the first one of them. And you learn by experience. You're like, this is a great trail, I'm going to put up my camera, I'm going to point it this direction, and you get your pictures, and it's just big shiny bright pictures or shadows or sunset, and you can't see anything. So I try to keep my cameras facing not east or west, but facing north, so it not getting that glare of the sun during the sunrise and sunset, which we all know is when animals seem to travel the most. I will put them over food sources where they come out of a trail at a field's edge, just where they travel mostly, and it gives me, again, that time, that date, how often they're frequenting the area, and everything else that goes along with it.
Well, and as I said, you've kind of treated it like almost an art form. You comment a lot on the deer and the moose and the other animals that you have seen. Anything really jump out at you that you kind of like, wow, never seen that before?
For sure. I get lots of different, not even in big game. I have coyotes, and I have, believe it or not, raccoons on trail camera from before, does and fawns, things that you would not see normally. Anything crazy on trail cameras? Not essentially. Nothing really too far out there.
Yeah, it's certainly when weird things happen, they certainly make the rounds out on social media.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, folks, you can follow Jeff Dorward at Dorward Outdoor Adventures. He's on all the social media platforms. Check out some of his videos. They are pretty amazing to watch when you see some of the big game animals that he's managed to capture on film. Jeff, thanks so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
You betcha.
Till next time, I'm Michael Short. Let's go outdoors.